first full day of NBA games has concluded. Lots of things to talk about. I have notes on every game here. We're gonna go through them. Talk from the first game I have here all the way to the last game. And the notes get shorter because I stopped focusing as much. Start off the first game, Cavs Knicks. Alright, first thing I have is Knicks moving the ball good. They were moving the ball good. Yeah, I guess the offense was looking good. They were just moving it good. And the next thing is Evan Mobley taking mid-ranges. He was taking shots, just jump shots in general. I like that from him. People are expecting him to be like a star player like within this season or next season. I don't know about star. I do like the way he moves around the court, though. My next thing was Cavs look sloppy. They didn't look like themselves from last season. Now, it could be because they were missing players, notably Darius Garland. But, I mean, they just didn't look like they were ready for the season. Lonzo Ball rebounding. Early in the game, he was getting those rebounds. He was going in there and getting rebounds. I like that. Mikal Bridges is here. Mikal Bridges is doing what he was doing last season. Just hitting mid-ranges, hitting jump shots. It's great. Miles McBride from three. I don't got to say much about that. If you know, you know. You were watching the game, you watched the game, you saw. Next rotation defense looks good. They were rotating deep. Their defense was good on the rotations. Not much to say about that either. Cavs good in transition. Lonzo Ball's a good point guard. If you don't agree with that, I watched some. I didn't watch like full attention on every game, and I had 5 games on at once. So every time I look over and I see Lonzo Ball with the ball, I would pay attention. I wanted to see what he did, and I think he was a good point guard. He would be a good backup for when Darius Garland gets back. He'll be a good backup for the Cavs. I had Cavs starting slow / Knicks starting fast. Knicks were up like 20 at one point, I think. The Cavs ended up bringing it back in the end, but again, my next note is not as close as the score shows. Yeah, the game was not that close. I know the Cavs only lost by like 8-ish points. The game was really never close. Like the Knicks just felt in control the entire time. All right, next game, Nets Hornets. Don't have much here. The first note I took was Cam Thomas's nickname is Cam Cam. I had the broadcast on, and when they were showing the starting lineups for Cam Thomas, under his name it said Cam Cam. What the heck? I saw that. I was like, this is not real, right? Mainly, the rest of it is Hornets. I got nothing for the Nets besides that. That's the only Nets note that I had. Everything else for the Hornets is Colin Kneppel looks good, Kalkbrenner looks good, the Hornets offensive rebounding looks good, and Musa Diabate looks good. And then obviously, LaMelo looked good, Brandon Miller looked good, Miles Bridges looked good. They ended up scoring 130 points. Against the Nets, who they also scored. So really just bad defense for both teams, because both these teams score over 110. But yeah, mainly just the Hornets rookies look good. That's the main takeaway. Heat versus Magic. Is Bam going to be shooting threes? Let me actually check his percentage on them this game. He went 1 for 5, but it's the fact that he took 5 threes. I saw the one he made, and I was like, I'm pretty sure it was the first one he took was the one he made. I was like, oh, Bam for 3? But he didn't make any other ones. Desmond Bane versus Norman Powell. Those two are really the big difference makers for both these teams. Now I'm going to talk about it again. Desmond Bane doing exactly what he was brought to do. He was an offensive punch for the Magic, which is exactly what the Magic needed. Which is why I think the Magic are going to be really good this season. I have them as projected as the 4 seed. He came in and he's a game changer for the Magic. They go from being a full defensive oriented team to now they have offensive punches on the team. The Heat from 3. They were shooting the ball great from. Let me check. Let me double check. At some point they were hot from 3. They went 12 for 35, 34%. It felt way more, honestly. It felt way better than that. The Magic offense looks better, yes. It just looks way better. Just the ball movement and everything. They're scoring. I feel like everything all around the offensive side of the ball is better for the Magic. I had Paolo Banchero turning it over. He looked sloppy in this game. He looked kind of sloppy in moments. I think he'll just get back into it as the season goes on. Next game is kind of surprising. Raptors versus Hawks. First note, Hawks defense is lacking. The Hawks looked slow this game. I'm not gonna lie. They just looked not like I expected them to look. I expected their offense to be pretty good. I expected their defense to be okay to decent. The defense didn't look that great. Brandon Ingram mid-range is still good. Raptors offense looks good. The Raptors looked great in this game, offensively and defensively. All around, the Raptors looked good, and Brandon Ingram is getting right back into it, like showing why he can really help a team like this. Jalen Johnson looked good. I did like Jalen Johnson in this game. The Hawks offense looks stagnant, yeah. Raptors defense looks good, yeah. Porzingis getting into it. He had a stretch. And then Onyeka Okongwu hustle. I liked his hustle in this game. He was getting offensive rebounds just all over the court, the hustle. Now, the Sixers versus Celtics. This game, I wish I locked it more in on it. I literally didn't know until this morning that Edgecombe had, 36? I literally didn't even know that until this morning. He had 34. How did I not hear about that until this morning? I don't know. But I just was not locked in. First note, Embiid looks sloppy. I was right. Embiid is sloppy. He had 4 points on 1 for 9 from the field. 0 for 4 from 3. He's not good right now. Maybe that'll change. I'm going to hope that changes just for the Sixers' sake. But he looked really, really bad in this game. Sixers defense looks bad. But Tyrese Maxey is still great. Tyrese Maxey is still great. Like all-star. He's an all-star player. Both teams look weird. Yeah, I have no notes for the Celtics here, other than this one, which is both teams look weird. I don't know how to feel about both these teams coming into the game and the season. Both these teams are very weirdly built, in my mind. In my mind, these two teams are very weirdly built. I don't know. I don't understand them. And then the Celtics brought Anthony Simons off the bench, which honestly probably is for the best to have someone actually help the bench unit, other than having to have Jaylen Brown in there. I mean, both these teams just look weird. And that's on me. This was early on. Edgecombe with the energy. Oh, I didn't know that he was going to have 34 points. And then, yeah, Edgecombe looks like he's been here. It looks like it's not his first season, let alone his first game. The fact that he played like the way he did, he's going to be good. I think he's going to be great, actually. Another surprise, Pistons versus Bulls. The Bulls, I mean, the score will tell you differently, but it was never this close of a game. I mean, the Bulls just dominated the Pistons the entirety of the game. My first note is Jalen Duren is a monster. And then Josh getting no threes, with no threes being fully capitalized. It was I don't think it was his fault, but it was a late shot clock throwaway 3 that he fully just missed everything on. And I was like, oh my goodness. And I had Pistons starting slow. And then Bulls offense looks good. Josh Giddey's a great point guard. And the Bulls are moving the ball. I got a lot that the Bulls just looked good. I don't know if they're going to keep this. I mean, against the Pistons, and the Pistons were a good team last season. But maybe, I don't know, maybe it's a fluke, game 1 fluke. But overreacting there, the Bulls are looking pretty good. Like they could be top of the play-in, sneak into the 6th seed, maybe. The East is so weak. Pelicans Grizzlies. I didn't lock in that much on this game. Wish I did. Jordan Poole looking pretty good out there. Zion was moving fast. The Pelicans from 3 looked good early on. But let's see how it ended up panning out. 10 for 27 from 3. 37%. So it wasn't terrible. Ja Morant looks good. I didn't know he was playing. But yeah, he looked really good this game. And Zion, like I said, Zion has good defense. I think Zion just brought the energy this game. That's really what it was. Wizards Bucks. I had 2 notes because I didn't think I had to watch this game. Bucks doing what they're supposed to do. And that was destroying the Wizards. And then Kevin Porter Jr. looks good. Did he get injured, by the way? He did. He did not come back into the game. He had 10 points in 9 minutes. I thought he looked really good. I saw him go out the injury. I was actually upset because he was looking pretty good out there. Another big surprise game. Clippers Jazz. What happened? I don't know. I'm so high on the Clippers and I'm so low on the Jazz. As in the Clippers, I have them at the 4. Jazz, I have them at the 15. So I don't know what happened. Here's notes I have. Jazz ball movement looks good. Walker Kessler 3. How many did he end up having? He went 2 for 2 from 3. That's kind of scary. The Jazz defense is killing the Clippers. What's happening, Clippers? The Clippers offense is stagnant. Just all negative things towards the Clippers. I didn't watch the full game because I turned it off. It was not worth watching, in my opinion. I don't know what happened. Let's look at the box score. Zubac had 19. Harden had 15 and 11 assists. John Collins had 14. Brook Lopez had 15. Kawhi had 10. Yeah, this was just not good. Bradley Beal had 5 in 20 minutes. So he hasn't changed, huh? Not much to say other than the Jazz destroyed the Clippers. Now we got a game that I talked about last night. If you want to go back and watch that. It was a little rant. Spurs Mavericks. So the first note was Mavs started with a big lineup. I like that. And then from there on, I had no other notes besides Wembanyama is a cheat code. He's going to win MVP this season. He is the best player in the league right now, in the world. There's nothing much else to say other than you can't stop him. You can't do anything to stop him. Wembanyama is unstoppable, and we just have to live with it. We're going to move past this because I already talked about it last night. I'm still a little upset about it. Kings and Suns. Now, the last 2 games I barely watched because the Mavericks were on. I had to watch them getting destroyed. But whatever. Kings and Suns. DeMar DeRozan looks good. How much did he end up having? Because he looked really good in this game. 29. Yeah. I liked the way he looked. Zach LaVine had 30. I said the Kings' offense looked good. This was early on. I said Suns moving the ball good. And then Royce O'Neal spot up 3. How much did he end up having? He ended up having 12. 3 for 7 from 3. I think they were all in a row as well. I think that the Suns, they went on a big run at the end, took the game. Spot up, they were moving the ball good, and they had some spot up threes from Grayson Allen and Royce O'Neal. I don't have much else to say about that. Besides, the Kings weren't even fully healthy, but also the Suns weren't fully healthy. Battle of the mid, in my opinion. Mark Williams looked good for the Suns, though. Last game, Timberwolves and Blazers. Blazers looked really good early on. I said Blazers have good defense. They looked really good early on. Blazers moving the ball good. Ant is right back into it. Yep, what do you have, like 40? 41. Yep, he got right back into it. No slowing down there. And my last 2 is Tumani Kamara looks good, and Jeremy Grant looks good. Jeremy Grant had 29, and Kamara had 10 and 9. I just like the way they look. Danny Avdia looks really good. I don't got much else to say about these games. Yeah, I don't got much else to say. Well, tonight we got Thunder Pacers. Rematch of the finals, but not really because there's no Halliburton. And then Nuggets Warriors. So we get to see 2 new teams, last 2 teams I haven't played yet, and the Pacers and the Nuggets. I'm excited for both these teams, actually. Pacers, I'm excited to see what they look like without Halliburton. And the Nuggets, I'm excited to see what they look like with this new look squad with no MPJ anymore. If you like this type of NBA talk, make sure to like and subscribe for more. I'll be doing this, I don't know, maybe, at this point I've been doing it daily, but I don't think I'm going to be able to keep that up. Make sure to give glory to God because He's the reason why you're here. And I'll see you next time. Goodbye.